What's up, everybody? And I'm seeing that I have a small little growing community over here on TikTok. So thank you very much. I know you guys have been noticing that I was a little bit less consistent with my uploads. So I figured I'd come here and tell you exactly what the hell was going on. Y'all, I got my feelings hurt. That's really what it is. And usually I can listen to what somebody say and it doesn't bother me, or I can read a comment that's ugly or nasty. It don't bother me too much. But for some reason, and I'm gonna get to the reason possibly, but if for some reason I got a comment when I was talking about the Deion Sanders stuff. So during that stream of videos, uh, somebody came across my video on YouTube. Younger cat. He made a comment that basically, in so many words, who is this? Why does somebody got their auntie making videos? Like, why did this even come across my feed? And I'm thinking to myself, self what? So it basically he went on to talk about me being an older woman, and I'm like, do I belong in this space that is mostly younger people? Because you guys know the shit I talk about. I talk about entertainment. I'm a big, huge superhero fan. So I was a fan of the comic books as a younger girl. I'm a fan of the movies and the TV shows now. So I want to talk about that stuff. And I feel like because I've been a fan of this medium since I was a little girl, longer than most of the people who have a problem with me talking about it, longer than they've been alive. But for some reason, that comment hurt me. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it might have been about 2 weeks ago. I got my feelings hurt. And I think possibly the part of the reason is I'm going to be 50 years old next week, y'all. January 2nd. I'm going to be 50 years old. I'm a grandmother. I'm a mother. That I'm at a different phase in life than most of the fans of this of entertainment news and pop culture news. And I'm not talking ratchet culture. I'm talking like regular pop culture news. I know that I am on the old side of things, but don't everybody want to get to be where I am? Like there are people who are fans of this genre who I want to reach because they are older than me even. But I'm pretty much the most knowledgeable of fans because of my age. Now I'm not hip to all the newer runs of comics, but at that point when this comic started getting super new, by that time we're starting to move into movies and I stay up on my movies. So I'm like, why shouldn't I talk about it? I had my feelings hurt, but after a minute I was like, look, I deserve to have these conversations. I got some shit to say. I got a small little group of people who are loyal to me and who listen to me. And if you guys know anybody else who find my commentary to be entertaining, send it to them too. Or at least, I come up with theories. I think about this stuff a lot. I'm into an awful lot of TV and movies, but superhero, the sci-fi, fantasy kind of genre, that's my jam. But I'm into a lot of things. So yeah, I'm venting now. I also feel like everybody is trying to be a spectacle. It's like the movie Nope. If y'all watch Nope, the meaning of that movie, everybody wants the spectacle. Sometimes you just want to have a down to earth conversation without all the hoorah and all of that. I'm that person for you. If you don't want a person that's clowning and all that stuff or trying to just act a clown or act a fool for the camera, you just want somebody who is going to sit and talk like a human being. I'm your person. Also, when I do entertainment news, I don't usually try to break a story. If I run into a story that I'm the first person who has a video out on, you can best believe I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure that what I'm telling you is the truth. Because so many people put out videos and make commentary on situations before they have all the facts. And then you run with the first story that you saw or read, and it's all wrong because these people are not trying to have facts. They're trying to be first. And I know it's a competitive market. And if you're going to be in this thing and you're trying to be in it for the long haul, you got to be first. But no, I feel like the facts are far more important than my video going viral. So I'm an older chick, check, but I am a fan of everything that I talk about. I do my due diligence. I do my research. I make sure that when I sit in front of a camera and try to be conversational with y'all, that I am truly believing what I'm saying. I'm not saying something just for the shock value of it or just to be saying the right thing to go viral. Basically, I'm trying to, connect with people on a real level instead of looking at the potential clicks and likes. If you look at my videos on YouTube or even here on TikTok, you're going to see that I don't get thousands and thousands of views. And if I do begin to get thousands and thousands of views, it'll be because of you guys. It won't be because I changed or switched up. I try to kind of stay in my lane. I have found a lane and I stay in it. So if you want to talk about the Marvel universe, you want to talk about the DC universe, if you want to talk about the Star Wars, Star Trek universes, if you like Wheel of Time, if you like The Handmaid's Tale, if you like documentaries about crime or just documentaries in general, and if you want a big breaking news story after it has been factually reported by a reputable source, then stick around and invite somebody else, because I feel like um, just because I'm an older woman, just because, and I feel good for 50, let me tell you, honey. But just because I'm an older woman does not mean I don't have anything to say. And just because um, I'm new to this medium doesn't mean that this hasn't been something that's been in me for a long time. Let me tell you, I of course, like many young people, had dreams before I started my family. And one of my dreams was to go to school for broadcast journalism. So this is something that I can do to kind of live out that dream. And I'm learning as I go. And if you've got constructive criticism, I'm all ears. If there are things that you would like to hear me talk about, I am open to hearing about it. My email, SnapAfterMoviesTV. I'll put that down here. So you guys, if you want to send me an email and say, this is what I want you to do a video about, because I want to hear your unique take on it. Caveat, I have agoraphobia. If you don't know what agoraphobia is, it is a fear of public places. And the fear of public places comes from when I go out, I experience a high amount of anxiety, and I usually will have an anxiety attack. So I don't go out much. Probably been out about 10, 15 times in the entirety of 2022. I don't go out much. So going out is probably not a huge option unless it's something huge. So for instance, I haven't gone to see Avatar 2 yet, but I do plan maybe to do that for my birthday. But like when it's a big DC movie coming out, and I didn't go see Black Adam in the theaters, I mean, a big one like this movie, The Flash, when that comes out, I will try my hardest to be at that one. When Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes out, I'll try my hardest to be at these bigger event type movies, and then I try to catch some in the mix in between. So if you know anybody who experiences agoraphobia and they need good content from a person from the same perspective, holla at me. Holla at your girl, because I don't mind talking about the challenges that I face being agoraphobic, and I don't mind talking about the challenges that I face being an older person in this niche that I'm in. A lot of people think it's immature of me to want to have these conversations and talk about this type of stuff. But the bottom line is this: if I would have started doing what I'm doing now, if I would have started that back in my 20s, I'd be a 50-year-old woman, and this is what I would still be wanting to talk about. So what would be the difference between me having a 30-year experience as a true broadcast journalist versus me having a 45-year experience as a fan? I am what in many cases what many people would call an expert on some of it. I'm an expert on Star Trek. I'm an expert on Marvel Comics, the MCU. I'm an expert on the DC movies and TV. So holla at your girl. I just wanted to get that off my chest and have a little story time, a little time that I'm not talking about the box office, which I love numbers. By the way, I was about to leave out without saying that. I love the number crunching of the box office. I love to see how a movie performs over time. I like to compare and contrast movies and their openings, and all of that is so fascinating to me as it surrounds how well a movie does and how it's received and how long a movie can last in the theaters. We're seeing Avatar, not Avatar 2. The first Avatar had legs forever. And by that, I mean it lasted long at theaters. And every time they bring it back to the theaters, it does well. It's not like it's just making a couple $100,000 here or there. They still can make millions off of the first Avatar movie from 2009. So those are the kinds of things that I like to discuss. And if you like it too, invite some friends, blow me up, help me grow, so I can start doing some live streams and stuff. Yeah, help me grow. With all that being said, I've got nothing else. This was just laid back. I appreciate you for watching, and I appreciate you for subscribing. Thanks.